There's not much time.
It should be a little bit better, but they did lose a lot of like 3v5s, 4v3v4s. Okay, Talon on defense, Vitality on attack.
Getting off to hot starts.
Depends which view you want to take on it. Like both of them are bad.
First kill and maybe a bit of a read into the minds of these players. Gives it up though. Ban's now going to be under all that pressure of a dart to his back. He does deal with it nicely, and still a smoke to play in and out of. Weaving through, but Kicks, he just dominates.
Yeah, I mean, Kicks is playing incredibly well as well. But when Kicks and Trex are playing like this,
it's a 3v1.
I don't know how you meant to.
Been delivered here.
How you meant to kind of win it out.
To do so much in this spot.
This is doable with their HPs.
Man down, but already catching the contact.
Dude, 3-0 as well. Like if you're not winning pistols, also. Like everything's going wrong.
Talon taking more individual kind of fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing all right in those first kill departments, and so this is a move away from that. But it's still that individualism. Governor overstretching himself a little there, just opened the door massively for Vitality to come in, pick off players at their leisure. It is an interesting composition that we're getting from Talon, but it rotates around some similar ideas that Vitality have proven they understand. They know how
and
to play.
Plus, like,
I guess
Bruce has to do so much with solo initiator on this.
Look back at the game against Trace and argue that they didn't
like
do
you gotta
so well,
be, especially on attack as well. You gotta be real careful with this util.
Definitely went back in a heavy
like
VOD
crazy careful. You just don't have anything to clear so many angles.
It's a bit of an understatement, I think, to say that this is going to be an uphill battle for Talon. It's gargantuan at that, because Vitality, you know, they're very comfortable on this map. You look at Talon's comp, you see a lot of trap play potential, I think, with C's, nades, grav nets, Cam to take the contact to set up most of it, but Vitality playing their own game, taking it nice and slow. Mid-control fully conceded up here, so Talon have access to it, but
this is a little similar to what they were doing in previous rounds on
so
Lotus.
It's drone over towards A, then hopefully someone hears the drone, and then they stack over towards A. But the drone,
so the tag's not too sure of that one. Still
the drone was so far away that no one heard the drone.
Movement ability going to be
so this is pretty good for Talon at the moment. They take down one. Instant rotate goes in. We got no more smokes for Sender, other than this one over towards middle, and he can go down and give him a gun.
Of targets lying in wait. It's all about how you overcome it.
Okay, now they got an insta push for this guy. Yeah, you definitely all group and try kill this guy.
Players that might be just trying to offset him, and he's even going walkabouts himself. He could donate a gun. With the noise made, Ban,
and now this guy can go pick up the gun, he can juggle that
plant down, and it has landed themselves into a 3 versus 3.
Jitboys is going to run back to pick up the Spectre, so they're going to be a little late to start this retake, but they've actually got the weapon advantage.
That's absurd.
Another 4v5, yeah, but it's like
walkabouts, but he does have a player
it's gun diff.
Jitboys alongside him, holding it, runner with a jump spot, just seeing them, now knows these players are walking out here, running away in the danger zone. Certainly yet still shot to the dome. Jitboys dropped and away. Primi sidestepping. Knows that there's players there, but needs to wait for his teammates back up as well. But Ban is just getting, he needs to get a move on, to be honest. Time is of the essence. Primi, he does put a few bullets back into them. Still that turret, I mean, the circle's going to be retreating. It's already done.
The time?
The round's lost.
Still did good damage.
I don't know what to say in that spot there.
I think Primi and Ban could have played that a bit quicker to actually play for the win in the round instead of just trying to do economical damage. That is a weird one.
Yeah.
Technically, a Red Bull clutch.
Technically.
Yeah, easiest to clutch. All you have to do is run away.
Yeah.
But
do they want to be associated with a round like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone at Red Bull that just happened. But yeah, that's big round from Kicks, I guess, surviving in that.
Okay, now we've got the bonus rounds, and we have to get to see the full round from Talon. I say we get the bonus round. Sender buys a little bit into it, but I'm kind of okay with it. I normally hit the double buy, one buy is normally okay. Camera contact into Omen Flash at the moment. Yeah, tanks them both. Yeah, definitely starting to see like the deadlock stuff on the fence makes way more sense when you actually have some like info. Camera into Omen Flash into GravNet.
Converting it because Vitality will default into these contact plays once more. And Cruz, perfect timing with the peak there. Send it. They're not quite trained properly.
Yeah, and Kicks needs to go fast on this.
Now, might be laying siege here. This guy, underhanded with the flashes, dodged in time.
Damn, bro. Bro's looking pretty good, though.
with him falling. Massive gaps into the play. 50 seconds to play with if you are Vitality. Once more, they could slow this down. They're going to need to if they want to reclaim the spike, but it's again contact reclears.
Ooh,
Talon
do they?
side by side. It's all about who wins this
I was
first
going to
fight.
say,
Now,
is he like
He's
expecting it?
Steady with the
Because
aim.
he's walking and his pre-aim's good, but
Good movement as well.
to expect
Governor
someone to
making
actually
sure
be
that that's
swinging
not
you and
another
constantly ready the
5v3
whole
that
time,
falls
that's
away
very
from
hard.
Talon. But could I say that I was confident
Listen.
they were going to close it out? Not at all.
I'm holding my breath in those spots from what we've seen.
But the early round is really nice. I think it's actually even better than what we were seeing on Lotus. The early round, yes, they actually got first kills in 12 of those rounds. The first kill, again, was 12-7 in favor of Talon on Lotus. They lost 13-6. So
that is appalling.
Truly unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, that is really appalling, I'm not going to lie.
But Talon doing a great job here of making sure that they get those advantages.
Big
in the
buy
early
round,
rounds.
right?
They do actually close
What are we
one
at?
out. Like I said, it was Sender that forced in the previous round, so he's now going to
Big
sting.
buy rounds.
And we're getting more aggression out of Talon. Trying not to sit
Double
passively
orb
and let Sender just
default,
have
and
his
they
run
know
over
once
game.
they pick up this orb. And this is nice as well. It's instead of the camera contact, it's the Razor's contact. You see Prowler into Omen Flash. They're a little bit worried at middle right now.
Might be laying in wait. Primi. Good to take that first contact with Trek's going to be dropped as well. That's a seize out and through as well. Plenty of players left to be dropped here.
Safe did very good to get one here, but I'm liking this from Talon. We've got a lot of trap plays right now. Trap play into trap play, double buy rounds.
Work. Reactions of this guy, the young gun that they brought in to shore up a bit of firepower, paying off. Vitality not getting away with the same funny business. The contact plays that were just completely opening up rounds that they should not have been winning. In theory, shut down, but Kix does have the spike in his back pocket and an open side to play with.
He knows where roughly all three of the players are. So these are not bad situations to play.
Hear the sound. Crix knows they're going to be coming towards him. Haunt is dropped here up and over the top as well.
Ooh, he did good to get around the corner there. Did good to get around the corner and isolate a 1v1. All right, Vitality need to eco.
What a round from Primi
They
too.
get 2-4
Not
loss
I got the
bonus.
opportunity to mention early on, but
So
he's
it's
never
okay,
played
they can have a
Raze
pretty
in
good low
professional
buy.
setting.
Plant helped them, obviously.
I assume he's been spamming it in ranked.
Also, I would call it timeout, to be honest. Double trap
he's
play.
a bit of a all-star, can pick up seemingly any agent and still play it to a really high level. He's got tons of that ranked experience. But you watch a round like this and he looks very comfortable in terms of how he's using his utility, the ult, picking a nice timing to go for that re-clear of A.
Yeah, they got
Really
safe. Oh, most people go
that
fast
this
with
is a
this.
map where you look
Looks
at
like they were
all
going to
the
go fast. We
stats,
got
every metric you
double.
could possibly
Would you
pull
call this a
tells
kill
you
trip? Sure.
Vitality
Info
are
trip,
way
kill
better
trip.
than Talon on this map.
This one
The
honestly
teams
does
they've
get a lot of
beaten,
value.
The attack win rates, the defense win rates,
Yeah.
everything. And yet,
Yeah, here we are.
We got no one to
It's a
shoot
tricky
it, but the
business
fact
to
that
try
no
and
one
overcome
shot
here, but
him kind
Talon
of gives him
players
so
still
much
gonna
info that he can
stand
just
strong.
send it. Nice
Kix.
shots, dude.
Sheriff in his hands. He makes
Yeah,
it
that's the
sing.
spike
Only
though,
got
and
2
Safe
kills before the
is
trade
running it
gone
down over
through here
towards
with the spike
middle.
drop down. Safe is going to just try and wrap this one all the way behind them.
it's not bad. He's put pressure on to get a Vandal
Yeah,
into his hand
he's done
just as
pretty
his ult
good,
was running
so.
out.
Oral Theft and Runner as well. They're going to know what these players are. Spots them out.
So many disadvantaged positions that we've seen already on Sunset. We were seeing tons of them on Lotus. Vitality yet to win.
I got spike.
Safe picks
The
up
double
spike.
up on the off angle, it's pretty strong.
I'm out of here.
Trip's going to be placed as well. It's going to be alerting Jit Boys.
Yeah, I mean, breaking that instantly might have been the better angle
Safe
there
just
for
found
Jit Boys,
all the
but
trips by running past them.
Yeah, backside control is going to be played. Biding his time here, Jit Boys, even with the ult as well, to get that information up top onto the market box. Clears it, another Safe is here. He wants to try and take the
Yeah,
fight
but
to him,
that's
and
the way
eliminates
how
him,
you
just
want to
trades
play
out
it. Just make sure you can get it
equally.
traded.
Still Runner is
Gets
there.
around the corner,
He's
he
taking
finds
the
out where
fight.
he is.
Potentially break
Goes
out,
for
no
the
wants to
duel
try and take
instead
this
of
fight
saving his
one-on-one.
teammate.
Okay, Safe is alive and kicking.
Dude, I was about to say, I would be furious. Flashes so they can't hit the tap.
With the paranoia, smoke up into his face, wins that first
Oh.
one, needs the second time against him, and
Hey,
just
nicely
puts it
done.
forwards.
Oh,
Out of
dude,
the
when
smoke.
he went for the
Mastercard
trade
seals it, locked
instead
up
of helping his
Vitality,
teammate, I was so
winning that
worried.
one.
And not just
I
the
tell you something I
50,
do
but
like here
another
though,
situation in which
deadlock,
they were down players.
deadlock-wise,
In a
like the
2v3.
jumping around the corner, making
Kix
sure you
doing a
can
great
trade
job with
it,
the
like
Sheriff
using
early
it
on,
like a
and Safe
Razor,
also
that's nice.
providing them opportunities to win the round by getting that Vandal in mid.
Like people don't do that
Runner
enough.
contributes excellently as well. I think Runner actually played the situation beautifully. He's caught between dealing with Jip Boys, pushing him away, trying to break the ult. You can see there
the Jack man, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the prime. Thank you for the 13 months.
Also,
thank you so much for doing that.
How they keep being able to win and kind of
this is nice from Talon though. We're gonna start looking at their money because they're gonna go down to eco if they lose this one. They aggro over towards A. They put the wall up, as we can see. Vitality. They don't re-clear this. You would imagine they got a heavy stack over towards B if they wait like what 5 more seconds. Vitality, sweet spot. Get onto the site early.
Be emanating out as well, pushing Talon back.
Got nothing to stop the plant over towards stairs, especially with kicks.
Trying to take here. Smoke's dissipating. Plant now finally down. You could default back into this B
okay,
main
how would
angle,
the Talon deal with the B
know
plant?
Love or hate in most situations.
No flank, no push down mid. Very standard, and Trex even with an ult.
Yeah, use camera to clear close. Use eye to clear stairs. No one over towards site, so they can save all their util for this. Keep an eye on Trex. He's a Sobro.
He's sticking the diffuser. He's already got that half. Hunter's Fury has to be uploaded here, and needs to find value. Kills, lighting these players up, and
some
still
low
about the
HPs now.
damage is done. Primi
Here we go.
half, but spam down,
Still
straight
half.
down, and the gunplay doing the work.
It's so dumb.
I'm not able to do it at the end either.
Yeah, I mean, we get a fix in October for this.
Our first time seeing what is normally an extremely standard situation for teams to get into.
Nicely handled, though.
Really have a great
I mean,
answer there, but
do you know what?
At least in terms of getting
that's
onto
a
the
nightmare
spike as quickly
here
as
is like
possible.
even Talon did pretty good. They used a camera and a fade eye to clear sight to save all their util, and they still didn't have enough util here. Maybe the argument is that they should have gone pretty heavy behind.
Talon didn't find an opportunity to push aggro into B main.
Like that's
really apply any
probably
util pressure,
the biggest criticism here, but it's also just
economy damage
the way that the map is.
Default early on by Vitality. Sender's going to be trying to catch that contact over towards aim most of the time here. It's against the eco of Talon, but they are stacking this with enough players that I'm worried about the danger. Once more, Primi catching that contact and still swinging through and wide. He does just find the two, still safe. Wrangles the beast that is his right.
Yeah, what a monster. And it'd be a great time for him to come online as well, because the rest of his team's pretty much here.
Ban's here.
A shot. Super Clarice, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the 4 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate the prime.
He's got the info. He's going to know where these players are going to be trying to play.
Trying to be quiet, threatening, like he could have flanked, could be coming A main.
Discipline from Vitality here. It's going to be steadying their hand. No one actually decided to take the contact onto this one, so Ban dropping the cage. The dart. Placed what? Okay, at least nicely here once more. Another tap, Ban.
I mean, he's playing it very well.
Into the wide open here, safe. A lot to do. Ban sticking already. He's earned himself half, and that builds him. Wincon's time earned as well with the damage done to save. Surely inevitability.
Oh, it was close. Yeah, just counting it down in his head, low HP. Very nice, man. Very nice. I tell you what, this was a close round, but Safe did so good. This double kill trade over towards A main as well was everything.
On the
yeah, they just went for that same trap play of the contact to the first person again.
Kalat with the Guardian. Safe was needed for the cleanup and the clutch. Hasn't been a great tournament yet for Safe, actually. For somebody that, again, I would have in my top 5 duelists in the entire world. Safe's been slow to get going. He played pretty well in one of the maps to open up against Trace, but I mentioned it at the end of the first map. He said one of his biggest things that he was surprised by, or biggest learning moments from this year, was learning that he can rely on his teammates, that he's got them people there by his side. They've built up bonds within this Vitality team, and Safe's a player that's been talking a lot about the mental struggles that he's been going through for years now, actually, but especially this year.
In the 1v2, he played it really well. The problem with trying to get half earlier when the cages are just up is like if someone moves out of the choke point that you know they're in, then they're in like a crossfire where they can just double PQ and it's just impossible to get the transfer. He played it really well. Like it's better to just tap pressure, try and make sure that one of them peeks you and then you get the kill.
It's not required.
They've also played insanely well.
Superstar level performances for Vitality to be a winning team and roster.
It might do as you get later through the tournament.
For sure, I think it's going to be necessary. I think
every time we go to him, he just looks furious, man.
But for now, at least, you know, he can lean on his teammates back, and have that safety net there.
Right. Safes.
But for
Oh,
now, at
again,
least
probably
in
not
this
going to
map
see that
here and
one.
now, he
Better
is
to talk about Primi and
showcasing
Cruiser.
real strong performance. He's 11-4.
They're in a
leader
they're
across
they're
the
in an
board here on
okay
this map.
spot. Like it's an
A
attack-sided map. They got some good ults on this one. Safe is in trouble.
Two, the bullets through. Listen, a little bit of
Nice.
damage was necessary, I think, just
Nice
to topple him over.
Yeah,
They're
this is
doing
cool.
a great job of following up on these grav nets. Everyone has been perfect from Governor on defense. Combo there with the Raze.
Yeah,
net.
I mean,
Primi hasn't been
it's
playing
a
Raze in
lot
pro.
easier to make
Cruz
value
looking
from
for a
what they're
reclear.
doing because of the Cypher.
Most
This
of this
one was
way,
just a
Bando.
straight up
It's an off angle to be played here, and Cruz lovely
insta
with the
follow-up
movement. Survives but a moment
off no
to
info, but
survive that fight and take it further forwards. Runner up through mid.
hey,
Talon
and
down
they're
in
winning
there. Contact
some jewels down
reclearance.
now as well.
Runner's been going for that
Nicely done.
same thing every time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kicks.
oh,
Up and over,
Okay.
that flash.
gonna
Very
say,
orchestrated and
if
easy
they
enough to dodge here. So finally,
this
Talon
flash,
not letting rounds like
it
that
actually
slip
had a
when they
bit
get
of
that opening
potential.
kill.
good news for
Learning a
Talon,
little
3
about
people
the
survive as
tendencies of
well.
Vitality.
Didn't have to use too many ults.
They didn't even have to burn the showstopper there.
Yep.
It's a great trap. Safe's got to be worried about those. B main is looking deadly.
It's a nice
Talon
B main take, yeah.
Managing that space.
You got to
very
change your
nicely.
pathing up to go towards the back.
And of course, they could be trying something aggressive in the next round with showstopper online. You can see people double blast pack down mid or something, go and take tiles control.
Yeah, you
Tons
gotta.
you can do with this ult on this map.
When you take B main, you gotta be pathing it this way. Sorry, the other way.
Doesn't look like any level of aggression for now. Same old, really.
It is. But another spot where Primi can look to try to take contact, defend the ult orb, and if he gets pressured, try to take one, back up, use that ult. Very similar defensive protocols that we've seen before.
Yeah, it's not entirely safe when there's a KO on the other side of things, but it takes a bit
Dude,
of
Primi's
coordination, I
bit.
think, as well to
Not
make
even
sure he
just
doesn't have any
Primi, but
options.
they've been
There's no way.
using
Primi is going for the
this off
peak.
angle a lot.
Player spams,
He is
and it makes him think that it's only the
way
one
too
playing there.
confident.
Yeah,
Chat, he had
getting
Razor
baited in,
still, right?
Vitality were one step ahead.
Maybe there's that inexperience, I think, rearing its head. It doesn't matter about your mechanical ability. Those are the kind of plays that
He had Razor still, and he
Tiny
did
and
that.
micro.
That's lunacy.
enough to give you that advantage.
At the same time, though, and Frost was talking about this
On a round that if you win, you force him down to an eco.
and just decide, I might get a 1v1 here if I play the angle well
Yeah,
enough.
that's not the one, man. That's not the
Here
one.
comes
Okay, they hit
Vitality
a site,
to
2 people
market.
committed. I
Still,
mean, they
it's
could maybe
Cruz.
win the jewels
Gonna lock
out
this
here.
one
It's gonna
down
be
as well.
hard.
Plenty more players
Lovely
where that
one
came
way.
from with a dart. Drop down as well. He's going to try and deal with this one because Ban was hyper committed.
Great trades.
Up onto the corner. Vitality have barreled over these players now. Up through the back of the site, and Norofef will reveal quite a lot in terms of these defensive setups.
The flank?
Yeah, it's being spotted. I mean, they know Governor's here as well. Trex is going to be able to spot that because of that Norofef
He
from
thought he was
earlier.
the only guy, though. Yeah, but he's taking a 50-50
good
duel
boys.
on a round
45
where you can win the round without having to
Handle
take...
in hand, but
Right, like, you can make plays that
long
just have
shot
better
away from
percentage
trying to
win.
this round out. Now, the flat isn't
You should always be
precisely
using your
against
ult
the
there. You should always be playing to use your
Great
ult.
openings for him, but the amount of plays he's got to get through with the flank already occurring as well. Trex is hotly on his tail. Can't even spam down a trip. 3 bullets left. Doesn't even want to commit to that reload. Backs himself away around the corner. Again, Vitality not willing to really fight, but they'll take it anyway as time was running short. 6th round now that they've built up.
Can I talk less? You're trying to watch the
Looking
game.
strong.
Someone give this
Talon came
guy
out with a pretty
a
powerful
someone give this guy the
opening,
mainstream
Winning round 3, winning round 4.
link.
Made it look like they might be able to challenge Vitality on this map, despite all of the numbers. And yet,
Someone be
as we
happy.
get deeper, it's
Honestly, I
looking more
respect
and
that.
more like the favourites are taking control here. Premi's yet to offload this showstopper. It's his second one, and now he's probably not going to get another.
Yeah.
So he's looking for the moment to get the most value out of it.
I think you do have to be worried to a degree as well with the KO. Most teams, if they're at least good on this map with their attack side defaults, will be holding a knife just in case there is a showstopper play.
Yeah, I mean, here you can see that Kix uses it in B
Okay,
main.
please use this
The
ult.
question is, are
round.
Talon, are Primi thinking about that kind of stuff?
Yeah,
What's-
camera
what's
contact
Chipboy's
into
setup
grab
for?
net
Yeah,
nade
throw the
again.
paranoia through to
Oh.
tiles.
The nade. My goodness, I mean, a few stray bullets
Dude,
went through the box.
it's-
enough
it's
to get
a
the job
whole-
done, at least
it's a
there.
whole
No
defense
command
around
through,
trap
and out-dropping
plays.
players, Kicks down to his knees. Aldo overdrive, and Governor
What a
has
shot,
added that
bro.
Perfect timing. Pre-aims it onto the corner as well. Safe just ran straight into
Man,
him.
he did
Trex.
so good.
Bit
That's
of a maiden
unlucky.
switch.
It's a bit of an
Taps it,
overpeak.
trying to pull these players wide out into the open because he knows he needs that chance and
Okay,
advantage, and it
nice,
will
though.
not be there.
Tell you what, they
Talon
didn't have to use their
still
ult
fighting
on
back,
this one
still
as well.
battling back, and a chance
They,
really for them to equalize at
The
the
rounds
half.
that they win are like the
Another
heavy,
kinda sick
the heavy
Gravnet
trap
nade
plays of
combo.
camera,
Talon now have all
Camera
5 ults
into
online, ready to go.
deadlock.
And these set plays
grab
have
net,
not actually
nade,
been
omen,
around
flash
ultimates.
swing, so
They've been
someone kind of
around
combo like
grab
that.
net nades all across the map.
Honestly, the map is made for it.
Governor and Primi are playing
The map is made for this kind of stuff. I did this very early on in Coach
catching
Potatoes
someone
with like,
almost
what did I
every
do?
single time.
Breach something? I can't
Still,
remember.
they lag by 2.
Yeah, there's so many positions where it's like
But it looks
one-way
like Vitality are
camera.
trying to
Like
go
you got to
into
think
this
one-way
showstopper.
camera here,
Real
one-way
fighting
camera over
around at
towards
that.
here. You can have this camera over towards here.
11.
Like there's so many cameras that you
Thing,
can't see them,
Beginning here, Vitality
and
like
they can
wanna try
see
and make
you.
an attempt to fight over towards the
It's
A
pretty
side.
sick.
Cleared out immediately by the Prowler. And now Vitality have to go and make more space in that direction.
Now through the top section of mid, Primi, drone in his face. Paranoia 2 will push him back and away here. This is Talon trying to make a play happen as an annihilation.
Here we go. Here's all of the ults
Off the
used.
back wall, Cruiser somehow
How has he
grabbed
done
himself
that?
2 kills.
Double.
In the mix of all of that, just crossing up through mid. It was an open angle that wasn't smoked through the top of it.
Vitality looking there to try to punish on the annihilation.
Man, Prius is out here trying to like show the story. He's showing the guy that's done the ult here. He's showing the guy that's done the ult here, being like, yeah, they're running away.
I'm not sure when, but
We missed them just swinging into the double swing at middle.
Trying to deny the space that the drone was taking, I would imagine.
Prius, util lover confirmed.
Grouping up by Vitality.
This is looking like a very
30
tough round for
seconds left.
Vitality to
It
win.
is.
They're going straight into the stack. 3 players here looking to defend. Surely this is a win for Talon.
Shockdart only removes a portion of it. The grab net is beautiful, pushing past and away. Governor trying to set themselves up for the fight. Doubled up, taking it. It's traded. Bant is there, leaving it down to just Runner. Trying to isolate those fights out, but even if he won that one,
They're doing
the
it right,
Talon was
man.
against him
They're
entirely.
getting
So Talon
a pretty
now,
decent
just one
score
more
here.
step is all they have to
They
take
still
here
got
to even it
Fatal.
up 6-6.
I've never seen such good grav nets. They're genuinely
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
Another one
they're
there.
having great value from it.
Re-cleared through mid. Here we're watching the way that Cruz was able to pick up 2. That was after the annihilation. Gravnet is catching safe all the time.
Yeah.
He's throwing it pretty consistently into these neon walls, but he's also just catching the timing perfectly on the trap plays, the space creation. People from Vitality falling into it very often. And as we were praising Safe for being 11-4 earlier, he's now 11-8. Hasn't been able to get any kills after that eco round and the clutch.
Jesus. He's sleeping today.
Entries are really
Come on,
going
wake him
missing
up,
for
man.
Vitality today.
Is there anything to set Safe up here? Up on all sorts of angles here. Cruz, the Prowler catching that contact. He knows that there's players up through the top section of mid, dodging most of the util coming his way alongside that Seize. It's a Nightfall. Enough to offset potentially there. It's got the decay damage kicking in with the Hunter's Fury in the back pocket. Trex letting it loose. Talon going for the play. And you don't have your gun out. Primi will happily make you pay.
Faster.
This guy unleashed now and flips the map, takes a spike, control now, granted
Dude,
over
I've never
towards
seen
them.
a
It's
team
Vitality.
have
They're
so
gonna try
many
and fight their
jaws
way
in this
past
one
At
spot.
least with the player advantage. There's 3 of them there. Cage up in their face. Hearing the footsteps. Runner just about scurries away.
Governor and Ban haven't taken too much space off the back of this. They're playing very cautiously through mid. They do not want to get caught by a lurk, but it's given Vitality a ton of room to go and get that spike and get the plant down. It's an advantage, sure, but they haven't really turned those kills into a 1 round. And they're really not close yet. No. They're just playing with so much caution, trying not to overheat,
Is Prius
trying
sleeping?
not
He's
to
listening to
make
my
those
stream.
same
Damn,
mistakes.
dude.
They're giving
Shouts
a
out
ton
to
of
Give
respect
Me.
and a ton of
I
space to
can't win
Vitality.
today. I'm talking too much, making people
Drone,
sleepy.
Dismay, Jit
Too
boys.
boring.
No way you commit that. He does indeed. The ult is straight there and through, and a player not into position to really play
The
on that one. Still, the grab net is
the
beautiful
grab
and
net.
good, but it's not follow-up.
Slowly going around the
Still
corner.
time. Kix is going to be able to just pull that tag right out of him. Shorty in to try and clear these angles. 3 versus 3. Util abound. Cage to get themselves in along with the barrier mesh as well, seeking to lock these players out and away. Governor, it's a tap. And forcing out wide once more, still alternating. Primi with 3. Before he's dropped, Governor sticking half onto it. Beam down.
Bro.
Ban delivers that
Yeah,
final
it's
blow.
very nice, man. That's a
Necessary
very
onto the
good
last
half,
two. That's a
considering
6-6
they
finish
had
here on a map
a
that
they had a
was-
rough time.
Listen, by all
But,
metrics, as we've already
hitting
said,
6 on
it should have
defense
been
is
a
really
slam
good.
dunk for
They had a lot
Vitality.
of trap plays. The problem is right now,
Coming out here
I
and winning the
don't
pistol
think
off
6
the
is
beginning
enough.
too.
But because
What
in
a
theory,
recovery
all
for Talon. Looked like
all
they were gonna get
Vitality
it
needs
done
to do
early
is
on,
just one
and
smoke over towards B main
I'm
and go
very,
aggro
very
A.
impressed with their util usage.
it.
Sloppy towards
Like,
the
the
end,
smokes are
but it's been
everything.
good for the majority of this half.
Yeah, and listen, casters love it when we've got a game in our hands, and I think we've got one right here, right now.
Yeah, I think Talon should have a hard time.
Red Bull gives you wings.
We'll see though if they can win a pistol maybe. I'm still talking too much, dude. What's going on today? I can't win with you guys. One person says I'm boring. One person says I'm talking too much. I actually can't win. I don't care about the boring guy because I know that guy is on TikTok all day. That one's okay. We got streamers that he'll enjoy. Just getting bullied, yeah. Just open up my own stream to get bullied. It's crazy. Less talking, more dancing. Yeah, you've been watching some of the artist streams.
Really for Talon here. This is with them losing the pistol round on Sunset, still bringing it 6-6, and really off the back of some stellar coordinated plays. I mean, the GravNet combos.
I'm just proud that you woke up
Josh,
today.
They were always
Okay,
making
thank you
play
for
off
that.
of most of that here, and I want to know
I needed that compliment today.
Thank
you so
on a
much.
map that we haven't really seen too much. We haven't seen it at all, to be honest, with this composition that they're playing. But it's all about what happens here and now on the next half of Sunset.
You're getting that big performance coming out from Primi too. So many spots where he's pushed into an aggressive angle, clearing out A main or
He's
B
spamming
main.
the
Does a
same.
great job. Not all of it with
He's
utility.
spamming.
Plenty
Is it one of the mods?
with his
Is it one of the
rifling
mods
as
or
well.
Saint? The spam is
Really
normally
been a player on
death.
Vitality that stepped up in the same way that we saw on Lotus from Kings
Okay,
and from Trex,
so
where
we get
getting
another raid boss
massive
out. In terms of the actual
individual rounds
pistols,
from
it's been
Vitality
3-0.
to bail them
So
out of disadvantaged spots.
YouTube is being nice to me, dude. The YouTube
Looks
chat
like it could
is.
be a
I never have
perfect
to.
B-main here.
I never have to look
Maybe
over
on
and
Talon
worry
getting
about
caught
the
by that
YouTube
knife.
chat flaming me.
They've just contacted right
YouTube
up
chat's
behind this
great.
one safe. It's alongside it, got
Twitch
teammates.
chat, they're the guys you gotta look out for.
Rebounding. How the hell did you get
Dude,
out of it?
I tell you what,
doing,
the
Safe?
Talon util's been really
God,
sick.
There's no composure in sight.
Yeah, we've had
He just sits on it like
great
a
grav
bloody
nets,
egg.
great
I mean,
nades.
there's not much he could have done in that spot. The nade was pretty perfect to lock him into a corner. It's the stun that was bad, and Vitality losing a player through mid as well and couldn't respond.
Love this from Sender.
He takes the space.
Yeah, this is a little
When
bit
do you
all
feel
over the place.
comfy
He's
going for
looking
this?
For a noise cue now.
Extra 5 seconds.
Be a bit of a playmaker into the round, but he's sitting at 3 and 11 right now. Dire Straits.
Safe? Oh yeah, safe fully messed up.
Runner gonna be asked to
Don't
bail
get me wrong.
out of this spot to keep that stellar pistol record intact.
I know what I saw.
Sender
It
finds
wasn't
some good
great.
timing here. And Talon are thinking that it's a normal B.
But the nades to clear the corner still
coming
good.
from market.
Significant chances. Chip Boys is so damn low. One shot would do him in.
That's a shame. That was like the
Sender
main way they were going to win this
spotted him
round
out
was
here,
getting
and
this
a lot of
kill.
util to play with, but he's
There were a
still
couple
gonna
of
be
low HPs.
corner,
And
and he's
there,
landed it
well,
onto
2 low
Primi. With
HPs.
him gone and dusted, the last 2 players are weak enough himself. Sender could just do this single-handedly. I said it needed to be big, and big it is. Cruz,
Oh,
though.
well, he's got to do it
Let's bring
single-handedly.
back to that 1v1. Smoke in his face, 25 health. And Spike still planted for him. Time, pressure against him. And Sender just holding. Steady hand, spamming away. The Ghost in play. He needs to make the most of this spot here with a horn to reveal. And Sender lit up like a beacon. Weaving in and
Sender,
out.
you got
The
no
is
time,
played.
bro.
It's a tube affection.
You got no
Cruz is tying with him. And
He owned
finally,
him.
it's
Okay,
Talon winning a pistol
3-1.
round.
3-1 for the pistols. Very
The
nice.
first of the match, and that's what experience looks like there. The oldest, most experienced Talon member, a small smile he allows to grace his face. And Talon take the lead for what's got to be the first time in this entire series, I think. Like, don't quote me on that exactly, but the first match was a bit of a blowout. Vitality have been winning all the pistol rounds. They won the bonus as well. Talon look like they've got those opportunities for the first time in this match. An opportunity similar.
Yeah, so
to when
let's
they played
kind of look at how
against Lebanon. It looked
Vitality
like
play.
they were in the game
There's multiple
and
ways
had
of
a
playing
shot to
against
win
this.
it.
So they've only got they got a
Did
lack
end up
of
choking that away a
initiate to
little bit. They
util,
lost
right?
all
So
4 rounds at
smokes
the end
over
of both
towards here,
maps.
smokes over
But they could
towards
see
A.
the
It's hard for them
finish
to get through the choke points. That's what you want to be seeing
learning from
to
that
make sure that they
experience.
use the Fade Prowlers and then you
Wants to
clear
make
back
the
once
same
they've
mistakes
used the
twice because
Fade
it's
Prowlers.
elimination.
And that's exactly what we're
Tournament
seeing
life
right now.
on the line, a trap
And
play.
that's the spike.
With great success, it's offloaded here by
Let them use the
Vitality.
Prowlers, then use
Kill.
util to reclear the
Governor, not
util
too
back,
sure
then
who
they got
dropped
no
the weapon.
Prowlers, then they're going to have
Should
to
have
force
done.
through smokes, and
It's
then
only
it's
bad that
easy.
saved this round. So there should be something for Ban to pick up, but he's nowhere near. Look, he's exploring through mid now with Jit Boys.
I guess obviously Primi needs more stage experience.
But also
yeah, I mean,
positioning.
I get what you guys are saying.
Just spotting it out still.
I take it this is the spam I was missing.
Bloody hell, Ban.
Yeah, nice shots,
an
man.
absolute worldie right
he
now.
definitely
by kicks.
And also,
he definitely gets bailed out by his aim a lot.
There's a weapon down
Some of
over
the
towards
decisions
A
made.
main, unless they've juggled that away somehow. And there's also a weapon up there in Connector, which Sender's quickly going to grab.
Kicks is trying to get ahead of this one. He's going to hear these footsteps as well as an off angle, but it needs to be first shot accuracy on display, and it is. Vitality, recovery.
Let's see if his aim can bail him out.
With a knife tagging Primi's position noted, spotted. Vitality defaulting back into that discipline. Doubled up into the high-low. The tap forces them now creeping ever so closer to potentially that round. Win, damage done, and Primi just not
solid,
aware.
man. Dude, they win their first pistol, they get eco'd after.
And for all we were singing the praises,
it was still nice though from Vitality, like the whole idea was good. It was actually like perfect timing for me talking about it, where you want to do the smoke and then you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you clear the extra space that they got.
Cleaned up. Ban survived on 1 HP until that Sheriff shot came through, and that's a crucial duel that happened over towards B main.
Nice, boys. Nice.
They played it perfectly, yeah, and they can just carry on doing the same thing.
Kicks once more up
like set one up over towards here, or have your smoke here, anything like that.
He's been dominating.
With the Sheriff too, he's had some big moments. He was part of how they managed to win a thrifty round with a player disadvantage in the first half. Primi's been unfortunate in these clutches too.
Trying to re-clear up through mid here. Right about that, I mean, Primi in the clutch. Maybe just again, you know, kind of that inexperience rearing itself onto the big stage, because it's very different. Listen, clutch scenarios, the way you play them in ranked versus actual tier 1 play.
Oh, he gets good info for that. He took a lot of damage.
The pro players are here.
Yeah, so let's focus on Talon a little bit now. They got no prowlers. Like they only have Fade Eye, so to get through some of this util is kind of impossible.
Community narratives is
they just gotta wait it down the whole time.
And of course, he's very talented. He's exceptionally talented.
I must wait a moment.
But he's a ranked superstar that is still getting his feet wet in the pro scene.
Yeah.
Can't be asked to clutch every round.
Exactly. Pump the brake with the expectations every now and then. Here's Talon thinking that they might have got themselves a free and open sight.
Yeah, that shock that was on point, bro. Gave him that extra one. Ooh.
Play runner is looking nice.
Dude, the four form was nice as well. It's good shock to give him the second kill, because he was
Ban could look to do a bit more damage.
I mean, it made it easy for him.
Just against the economy, time running short as well. Will need to open himself up and wide. That's unfortunate.
The Vitality are going to be
right. Was just an eco
massive position here. They're almost going to have their own bonus round coming up. Round 16, their economy's looking good. They saved a bunch of rifles, only one got dropped. So now they've got a bit of a freebie round to throw in here. And Talon are the ones that could get plunged down into another eco. Or at least another round where you're scrapping together a buy at the very best.
The one away from the Razor.
One away from getting the showstopper. Is that what Talon are looking to play towards over here on A?
Don't want to go have another round where you eco, so it's all about getting this orb.
Force their way past the initial A fight here. Primi just satchels all the way through. He's got the horn.
That's a free orb now.
Back him up. Gives him a bit of that peace of mind. So they earn the orb for now. Picks it up.
I like the stun that they place down as well, making it more difficult for Vitality to re-clear through elbow. Remember that this comp on the attack side has quite a little amount of initiator utility to work with. They don't have those flashes that you would normally see from KO or Breach.
Sensors being placed all over the place.
Just waiting in case Vitality go for a reclear.
Yeah, Neighbor's good though. Just from the boombot and the paranoia, so it's going to be wasting that util and pulling it out of Talon.
Knife held, anticipating a showstopper. Kicks is not going to let Primi get away with that.
But this is all the right protocols right now from Vitality.
I love this wall though. Look at this wall that's blocking off Safe's rotate at this point. Making it feel like they could try to pivot into an A split.
It's a showstopper and a fight
yeah,
as well.
Instant knife. Nasty use it for the trip.
That's why he had to see the showstopper.
Ooh, good shot though. Wait, was he stunned up from the trip from that still?
Weaponry, util out of the hands, kicks unable to land that punish. Underhanded with the nade as well. At least a flash still. Collects the one before the trade is online by Primi. Still with that plant as well, Talon. They get that extension.
Right, he hit a really good shot, man.
16. Slowing it down, you can take a pause and a breather, but Vitality now Pushing forwards, they've got that dart, the timing taken by Primmy's, pushed past it, the util unexpected, and the spray transfer not hit. Leaves it down to Trex, unaware by Governor.
No idea other than the fact that he came through market.
The back of the site to clear this one, fully unexpected, and there's those mechanics on display.
Those are the two people you expect to have a cleaner duel than this.
Had to dodge a couple of bullets coming
Shout
through.
out to Primmy, man. This shot in market
kill
is
I've ever seen
impressive.
from
I'm
Primmy
pretty
now.
sure. Hopefully we get it.
Through it.
20 and 10. He sits at the top of the scoreboard for Talon. He's on
The
pace
duel,
for that
yeah,
30 bomb that the
those
community
duels
expects
are
from him
always
in every one of the Talon
sweaty.
matches. But it's 8-8
Sweaty
the
time.
score, as you said. I think Vitality
What
got
is
a
that,
little
bro? He's
too
sliding.
aggressive there at trying to clear back through market. As soon as they shut down
makes
the
it look
showstopper, they wanted to
incredibly
capitalize on
easy.
that, hoping that they caught Talon unawares. But safe once more, shut down, trying to get the entry on a big team fight. Governor's one away from getting the annihilation. It is a tool that you can use to open
Crouch
up.
tap. Dude, it doesn't, like, that looks like the easiest thing ever, but it's so impressive.
Sitting there, I'm going to be picking it up.
Because it actually isn't easy.
The ult earned, but the spike dropped down into the middle of nowhere. Paints us a nice little picture.
Tune into the money,
Time,
man.
trying to go
Where
into
we
this
at?
one nice and slow.
It's a good cam break as well.
Okay,
Runner's
well,
cam,
it
good for
is
re-clearing
an
B main,
absolutely
good for big take
gigantic
situations as
round,
well, so
dudes. We've got to be
Talon
using these
removed
ults.
that. Now Vitality don't actually have too much
Got to
information around the map.
freely
It's
be
only
using
A
these
main.
ults.
Sender, you got to get the hell out of there, man. Still annihilation rebounds.
Yeah, that's one of
Nobody to
them
be
used.
caught.
This was a nice TP though from
Web
Sender.
here,
Here's the
Banner
ult,
through
gets out
mid,
of there.
Breaks the drone as well. It's going to be sowing a bit of misinformation, and it does at least keep these Vitality players a little bit tethered.
Fade ult gets used as well. 1-2 doesn't hit the Omen. And with that hitting 2, and they know that the Omen's
They don't want
here.
anything to do with it. Maybe just off the back of
I mean, honestly, they probably thought that they'd hit the Omen as well.
Vitality didn't shift
Dude,
away
where
from
we
these
go?
sites. They still have a bit of control up through.
Here goes our last Prowler. Go through market. We've got double kill trip. Instant Omen ult to back of sight. 20 seconds to plant. Still got 2 kill trips.
Onto this side. Pyromesh is here. There's the kill trips and Runner happy to oblige.
Tell you what, I do like this cage that they're doing over the top. Oh, what a shot.
Away the Phantom in play. Out through main, nobody can hold a candle to these players right now, but still Talon might be able to battle.
Dude, Cruz is hitting some shots though. Okay, so this was really nice from Vitality though. Talon have some good stuff once they get over towards middle. The cage to stop the rotate coming in is like really cool. But I'm telling you, the setup here and the Omen ult was just
I'm not sure exactly what it was that spooked them so much.
We've got double kill trips on site, and we have the Omen ult to like help him hold back a site here.
Scrambled, spacing all over the place as Talon desperately made their way back over to the site. Hadn't accounted, I think, probably
Dude,
for Sender's
the
ult,
impact of this
which
round is
reinforced
everything.
Runner's
If
position.
Talon
I
want
allowed
to
them
go
shut
back
them
and be like,
down
where do we
kinda
lose this
easily.
game? I mean,
Talon
you're
are
going to look at
broken
the eco
again.
first of all, because that is right. But this round's like the second round that you'll look at and be like, well,
Ever since they lost the follow-up
this is
to
some
the pistol,
devastating,
I think that is the
impactful
thing
rounds that we're
ruined their
losing here.
economy.
Got to go down to an eco. Use double ults, got nothing.
Can't go for this mid play. There's a rifle in the hands of Primmy again. He has to be a solo player to really do the most.
They didn't have like full info. That's the issue here. Right, they prowl over towards this and they use what is the ult called, Annihilation or something? They use that on the back of a Prowler, but the Prowler doesn't give you like hard info. You don't know that it's the Omen, so the Omen can TP away. You should do your homework and know that it's the Omen anyway. So I'm a little bit disappointed with how they played it.
That's a huge knife.
Maybe only tagging onto the one, not too sure. Grab that, Sender. Avoids it.
That's great. It's a great flash.
Have to be used to try and evacuate this space. He's got backup here.
Yeah, shout out to the rest of his team though. His team comes in and bails him out heavy.
Into the face of these players from Talon, stunting them.
Like all of their stuff
forward.
over towards A is just kind of getting wrecked because they have the Omen here.
In that spot. There's another good grab net, but he avoided it. Played in his teammates nicely. And Safe's going to take contact over here towards A-Link.
Needs to be the big player now. The team's going to be swinging off of that contact, making
Yeah,
sure that
they played together great. I know it's an eco again, but this was a nice sign from
They're looking to
Vitality.
keep that going even further now.
And Kix has generated up the null command, which is going to be great for shutting down the showstopper on the other side. And Primmy's getting close to that one. It's another
last
ultimate
timeout.
that he's just got to think so hard around when he can even find that timing. Talon take a timeout.
It's an easy call to an extent because
a little like
they got the KO ult to cancel the Raze ult that you want to be talking about here. So
they've found some really good moments. 8-8.
The problem is, right now, what would work really well is like a walk up through top mid, but it becomes so obvious in the timeout because you haven't done it yet.
Lost 4 in a row. They lose 13-8. On the first map, they were up 11-9. Lost 4 in a row. Lost 11-13.
Technical term for the deadlock ult is the yoink ult. Okay, we can start doing that.
Maybe it's the strat book running out. Maybe it's the rookie players getting a little nervous as they can see the finish line. Maybe it's just luck. Maybe it's a coincidence. But
Kicks is at a solid series today. Yeah, that's very
real
true.
in this kind of moment. Real enough for Frost to hit the panic button, use his final tactical timeout. Vitality haven't even used one yet.
Which is strange. I was just thinking that. I mean, it's like they've been getting tested for all of this map, but
I think the reason though is that they lost the final 3 rounds of the half, and so you know if you use the timeout,
But personally, what I would be calling here is like walk through middle, contact
that
burst.
half. You get to talk to the team.
Just because everyone's so focused on this or orbs that you would be going for orbs, but they have the perfect counter of it, so you don't really need to have your whole round based around this. It's better to just get a kill.
Round 19.
So yeah, I would be looking to do something through middle, just because everything else becomes too obvious.
One away from the big ultimate of the showstopper. This is Vitality looking to take that early A main control in space. Flash
At least gotta break this door.
Now for Sender, so he's going to just maintain control of that one. It's good protocols from Vitality. We saw how easily basically Sender dealt with the Gravnet combo that was supposed to be clearing out of that spot.
Yeah, this is what I was saying though. It becomes so obvious because of the timeout that Vitality just have so many people here ready.
Surely you don't overextend right into this one.
Dude, how's he out of there? There's an Omen flash used as well. Dude, he got one. Ban actually got one.
Pretty incredible from Ban there that he got that one to work with.
And then they can just call so much as well. They called it the Omen flash was used over towards A. We've got no hard stop over towards A now. You can just send it inside.
Realize that all is safe, all is empty.
Bro, Ban did everything, man.
I think he was scurrying to try and at least help out with a util with the paranoia, right?
And now that Kicks is dead, no null command to stop Primy's ult. So this showstopper, he can rip it whenever he likes.
Yeah, he actually, that's true. He actually killed the most important person.
It's an open site. They don't know that. They're going to be using it just to make sure it's fully cleared out. A lot of util alongside it. Even though the horn didn't get broken, it's paranoia too.
The deadlock should secure this round.
Not too many options available. Here onto the flank. This is an important one. Safe. Just
Should
for the
still
adjustment.
secure this round though.
Not quite
Like,
there.
as long as they just play one back site,
so say finding
double side. Do they need to go aggro?
Midway part of this round, going for re-exploration in through the back of the site, very wide with the face and the movement. Lovely still, but sprayed down nevertheless. Grouped up enough for Vitality to win this one, and now at least Primy has to lock this one down. Overdrive, damage done, and still, yeah.
Okay, nice. So like fundamentally, like 4v3, they have to go aggro, they have to get a kill. With this setup and having a grab net.
I like the play from Talon as well. They choose to get aggressive in the postman.
I don't think they need to, but like it's not. Like what they did isn't wrong. It's just situation-wise, I don't think they need to do it.
Talon, they hit their shots at the start.
Like in a 4v3 with the 3, you have to go aggro. You meant to try and get a trade out. Again, it's insane from Vitality. Like they got all 4 grouped up together. They know that they're going to go aggro. It's a 4v3.
11-8.
Safe did really good as well to create the pressure behind and then insta group
elimination on the line. If they
right.
lose 2
Big question mark for them to deal with, forces them into doing something together, and then you got 4 people waiting. Like Vitality, this is the best we've seen them play. They look like kind of completely different. So this is more how they played in their playoff run, where everything's together, everything's smart. They actually have like a good way of playing against the weakness of Talon's comp.
Beautiful, in fact, it is. We're safe. The kill collected onto him.
Really nice. They knew that the Gravnet was going to be good on the right side, but before they got punished by people from A-Link. This time, that flash comes through from Jit Boys and allows Talon to follow up very nicely. They are adapting. The players are making adjustments. Is it too late?
That's the question that's asked of them. Ban here in the foot.
No way, the crouch saves him.
4 versus 4.
Dude, the insta crouch, man. It's the whole game of insta crouches.
This round is an ult online for Jit Boys. Going to be able to use this to get some information through into the back of the site. Big reveal. Ult's going to be broken. They know that they're anchoring in, but it's going in.
No, they're going to lose this round.
Reinforcing this site up. This with a Nightfall.
Ah, it's crazy, bro. He back to back has had unbelievable impact from the Omen ult from A to B.
Too much to overcome, and the timing couldn't be better from that one. Vitality.
Right, 4 of them.
swinging into him, gets him up to that 12.
It's a devastating way for Talon to go out.
Another 4 in a row at the finish line that Talon have lost. And Sender with a second
But yeah,
overload to go and
with how they're
reinforce the
playing
opposite
and like
side.
how
Both
Vitality are playing,
rounds
like they are just getting
massively
outclassed.
important that he got that one through. Picks up Ban over towards A, and he's still winning rounds over towards B.
Yeah.
3 more kills defending. Super similar to when he did this in the past as Talon had that scrambled pivot.
And it's do or die now for Talon. This is it. Do you survive in a tournament, or is it all curtains for Vitality? They can taste it. Victory. It's on the precipice. A lot of noise made here by Talon.
Yeah, nicely done from Vitality. They've set one passing up. We've got a drone that clears all of middle.
Almost like they're going for the
But we
one
can have
last
a
hurrah
3-pass
here.
and stack over towards B while they got kill trips.
Yeah, not even any information on the other sides of the map apart from that trip.
They don't even need to.
Admittedly has not been
They've just
broken.
got full
It looks like
info.
Cruz
They
here is
should
gonna
just have
try to
2
put
at
some
middle
pressure
here.
onto Sender. Drag these players in the middle of the map over towards A
Last
so that
Prowler
they can make
used.
that B split easier.
Out for mid as well, safe.
Safe is
That's
just out
composure.
here swinging on
Steady
his
hand
own.
with the Phantom in play. 2 bullets does the job and drops Governor. First kill here for Vitality.
The confidence
Be
is
the
too
beginning of the
high.
end here for Talon. They're left wondering, man.
The recon as well. Finding Ban.
Go, go, go.
Talon still committed to this B split.
Yeah,
Used to
and
meet them.
like again, one person holding this.
Seen rounds like
You see
this
the
with
Cypher
tournament
over
like
towards
Talon
B,
standing
which
in the
normally
blink
means
of an
you're
eye. It all comes down to this
going to
fight.
be
Key
pivoting over
contact.
towards here,
He's caught
especially when you
by
haven't
safe.
recleared over
Alfred
towards
Market,
A.
maybe even expected
No one
he
has
could
to
have
worry
swapped it
anything.
up
Dude,
already.
we get
One
3
outlet
people
overstun.
here with kill
Lay it
trips.
down.
It is so
All
done.
intended just to slow this one
So,
to a
so
crawl
done.
kicks. Already with a no command. It's waving out. It's emanating nobody to deal with a task. And only 2
Yeah,
left to
it's
stop.
nice
Ban
though, bro.
holds strong, but only for a moment before the nade removes him, and Chip Boys has to do the ultimate. It's all in his hands. It's all in his shoulders. And he is no long for this world.
Okay,
A
shout out to
13-8
Vitality. Dude,
to
if
finish
they
this
play like
map.
this, man, they can
Vitality
actually give,
survive.
what do they play?
Survive
Lev.
being an important
They can actually give
word
Lev a
there.
pretty good run.
For safe. He lost 0 in 2 in groups last year.